All right, guys, I want to tell you about a little bit about this place where I was at here. This is a car that this guy built for himself. He's a coach builder in Norco, and his dad was a coach builder for many years. So this is entirely hand fabricated with aluminum, and he actually metal finished the whole car. So even things like the headlight bezels and I don't. He didn't do the wheels. I think he bought those. Um, Also, Chip Foose was involved with this build. He designed some of the stuff for him. They do stuff together all the time. This is a world-renowned coach builder here. So I thought this would be really interesting for you guys who are VW guys as well. Uh, this is this is a this is its own design. It's not a Ferrari. It's not a Aston Martin. It's not a copy. He used some of the designs from Ferrari, type of things. He used some of the designs from Aston Martin, and he does hand fabrication. I'm just showing here some of the other stuff he's doing. So he has this really cool jig setups for so that you can hand file all the stuff there. About every kind of planishing hammer you can imagine. He built this gas tank by hand. This was all just sheets of aluminum. This helmet's really tough to do. You can imagine it has to be done in two halves and they both have to match each other. So that's really a hard thing to make. So he has that. And there's just some of his patterns there. And another sheet metal brake he has. Some other parts he was working on fabbing right there. Patterns, and then one of his planishing hammers there. So he has one that he mainly uses, which I'm going to show, I think, probably right up here. He uses that tree stump. That's one of his main things to do his metal work. Then he takes it over to the planishing hammer that he uses, which is not one of these. These are the bead rollers. He uses these quite often too, but like he said, my main thing is the planishing hammer and the tree stump and one of the English wheels is what he uses the most. So pretty neat that he has all these. These are all bead rollers, different style ones. Some of them are for wider pieces. Some of them are automatic, like that one's an automatic. Well, that has a hand crank on it actually. And then look at that anvil. That's just crazy. Big old anvil. So yeah. So this planishing hammer is not the main one he uses, but he has two of them. There's that one and the one on the other side that look exactly the same. This is another car he's working on right now for a customer. The one he has there, it's the first one and the only one he's ever done for himself is the Ferrari-ish Aston Martin thing that he made there. It's powered with a V8. We'll show you that at the very end of the video. It's actually powered with the LS setup. Just like I think this car is going to be. I think that's his. Is that the one? No, that's not it. His main planishing hammer. But metal bender. Look at the size of that thing. Huge. Really handy to have tools like that. Well, I don't remember what this one is. This a brake or a bender? I can't remember. It's got a really nice, whole big setup. I think this one. Well, no, that's not it. That's a cutter. There. A shear. And you notice how big it is, so you can get a big piece into it. Some of the other things he has there, drill presses. I think I must have passed over the punishing hammer that he uses the most. It's the one kind of right in the middle of the room. What he does is he makes these patterns like that, and then he makes sheet metal that covers them, and then that's how the whole system's made. And then that's how it works. I made that by hand there too. This is the company. Maybe you guys have heard of them before. And this is another one of his, I think it's a shrinker. What is that? I can't remember what that was. Just so many different tools he has. And just the fact that he just draws everything out like that in a really big drawing and then makes all the parts and makes the car. It's just crazy. That's his main tool right there. And then that's his main punishing hammer right there. That one, the green one. And that's his main English wheel. That's the one he uses the most. He says without those two tools, he couldn't do what he does. So here's one he's working on right here. It's all handmade, every piece. And he just puts it all together into a car, just builds it out for the customer, custom. Yeah, Marcel's is this company. Yeah, the Marcel family, it was his dad started it, and then he took over after his dad passed away. Famous coach builder, guys. Marcel. Some of the stuff he's done, pictures I was going to show you guys, all the cool things he did, other cars he's built. Just had some profile pictures up there. Really looks neat. These are, this is Chip Foose, Boyd Coddington has worked with this guy. He's just like one of the best in the world. So look at this car. I met another guy in Belgium who's a really good coach builder. He's building something like this. He's actually building a Porsche that's, there was only a prototype made. And if you look at this handiwork, it's just so perfect. The hard thing about doing this type of thing is trying to match the right side to the left side, because everything's round. You can't just, you can use a pattern to make each piece the same you start with, and then you have to make them a mirror image of each other and then put it all together and try and make it look like it's all the same. And he does a pretty darn good job of it. He's like, oh yeah, but you can't see both sides at the same time. I'm like, dude, that's like so perfect. What do you mean? I'm sure he knows where they are, but I couldn't see anything that looked any different. You could almost just polish that car. He's not going to paint it. It's all done. You can see, I show the seams up close if you could see them. The weld seams where he just cleaned those up. And those vents on the sides were designed by Chip Foose. So, and he actually, again, he made those headlight bezels just amazing. It's just a really cool looking car. So no, it's not a Porsche. It's not an Aston Martin. It's not a copy of anything. He took ideas from each and made them into something. That's his dad, world famous builder. Maybe you guys recognize him. Marcel's started the company. His dad did. So it's pretty neat stuff in there. Again, some more pictures I'm showing here of builds he did that he took pictures of. Be really cool to see. It'd be really neat if he did a YouTube and showed like a hyperlapse or something of his work would be getting done. It would be so cool. You could really see. He does the stuff. I was talking to him. He does it straight by the hour. How else would you do it? You couldn't really bid the job. You don't know how long it's going to take, so he just charges it. His hourly rate wasn't bad, really, to me. Not for the kind of work you get. Because he got rid of his shop, so that's all, the overhead's down. So, pretty cool. He just makes it all. I was asking him, well, why do you like aluminum better, or do you like using aluminum better than steel? And he says, well, it's mainly because the panels are just too heavy. When you have a steel panel, trying to pick it up and move it around and work with it, it's just so heavy that it's just easier for him to use aluminum, especially on the car. Those fenders are like they'd be like 200 pounds or something. I don't know, trying to pick up, or 150 pounds trying to pick up one of those fenders with 16 gauge steel or whatever he's using. I don't know. But it's all made with aluminum. That's what he mostly uses. Check out the engine on this. So we're almost near the end of the video. So hopefully make sure you like the video. Leave a comment for us. But check out that engine. Chip Safus looked at it and he goes, "Oh, you need to paint some stuff in there." So yeah, he said you need some stuff painted because he had it all, all aluminum, and he goes, you just need to make it look better that way. Good suggestion, in my opinion. And then yeah, that's pretty neat. So I'm going to show next. I'm not sure what's up next here. Oh, yeah, this is the end of the video. But yeah, that's the trunk, gas tank, all hand riveted. Amazing. Trying to smash those rivets and not damage the metal.